moment, if you need something, you feel free. I'll try to be a resource. Reach out to me. If I can help you, I will. If I can't, hopefully there's somebody in my network that I can refer you to that can help you with something you need, no matter what it may be. And that's just part of my philosophy, and I think that's really how teachers need to be. I think we need to be human first, and we need to deal with our students and regard our students as humans as well. First and foremost, even after you've matriculated out of the classroom, after you've matriculated out of the school as well. Teaching is very serious to me. It's not only a job or career, but a passion. It's through the teaching that I work daily 7 days a week to try to create a better world to replace the one that we currently inhabit. I'm a believer that this society we live in cannot be reformed. I don't like to even use the word reform that much. I'm not into like education reform, so to speak, even though that's very popular. I think that this society needs to be overhauled and replaced. It reminds me of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King in 1967, his address to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He referred to this story. I'm not a Christian myself, but I'm been exposed to a lot of stories from the Bible. This is one of them that he mentioned in this speech in 1967 about Jesus speaking to Nicodemus. Nicodemus had a lot of negative attributes, and Jesus didn't tell Nicodemus that he should change this particular thing about himself or this particular thing about himself, but he said, no, Nicodemus, you must be reborn again. Like overall, there's gonna be a complete overhaul, like a revolution. You need to have a personal revolution within yourself. All right, and I think that's what this society needs, as well as the educational system. With my strong love for teaching and for black youth and black people in general, it'll make sense why I say some of the following things that I'm going to say. As Martin Delany, a great scholar from the 19th century, abolitionist, he was a military man, fought for the Union Army during the Civil War as well. As he stated, I'm going to echo him. I thank God for making me a black man. I love black people, and I want black people to win. Like Issa Rae said, I want black people to win. And my strategy for disrupting the school-to-prison pipeline, I believe, is a strategy for us to win as a collective. So before I get into that strategy, another aspect of my educational philosophy, and this kind of ties into why my students always say, Mr. Parker, you should have been a African American history teacher. And I kind of it kind of goes over their head, but I don't think that there should be this compartmentalization of education as well, because I think that leads to a lot of confusion. I think there are overlaps, because there's no science without math. There's no math without science. There's no history without literature and English. So there should be these overlaps anyway. But at any rate, teaching should also provide social, cultural, and political education whenever possible. Even in my geometry and my statistics classes at Overbrook High School, I give the students these lessons as well. With that in mind, I would be remiss as a black man provided this platform in this physical space to not recognize